Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. Chris Moss, he's homered in 5 straight games. So, partner, some can't-miss at-bats coming our way from him.
Yeah, and I find it interesting because watching him in batting practice, he was trying to keep the ball in the ballpark, hitting line drives the other way. So many times those home runs are mistakes, and I think he'd probably say half of the home runs he's hit lately have been mistakes because he's just trying to go gap to gap.
First pitch coming your way next. Now here is Chris Moss. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very...
There's a swing and a drive. Could be extra bases. Bichette around third and headed home. Oh, the throw is over his head, and he'll reach second with one away.
I'll tack one more game onto his hitting streak, Boo. Every day, this guy just keeps making his record harder and harder to reach. I still can't believe what he's doing.
Yeah, neither can I. It's like he's playing on beginner mode out there. One out, runner at second. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That to right. And Guerrero is set down. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
That one fouled off.
Keep pounding that zone. Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
And the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Got him. Good job at damage control right there. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back here with my pal Siggy and the starter for Toronto, Chris Moss. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Jordan Westburg leading things off and takes a strike.
Starts him off with the breaking ball, which isn't surprising. They're trying to keep him off balance, but he's been known to connect on the breaking stuff too.
Here comes the 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And down on strikes he goes. One gone here.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Next to hit, Colton Cowser. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 away.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And that's a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
The Orioles down by a run here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
2 out, 2.
2 outs. Got it! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Moss back to work. In the air on the infield. Has a beat on it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
And now Kobe Mayo. Just missed. Moss in his 4th year, just 21 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out now.
And down on strikes. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Orioles held in check there. They're down 1-0.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one is absolutely belted. Just missed it.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's...
And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. Stepping in, Heston Kjerstad. Moss back to work. And a foul ball.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Well, Siggy here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely. It's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And you talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore, but even so here at the ballpark, some great food.
And now he steps off the rubber. Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall, and some barbecue, because Boog can fire up some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here in the booth. Come on, man, let's go.
Here's the 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
At the plate, Connor Norby. Fastball for a strike.
It's your pinch, right here.
There we go, one. Hey, any way you can, any way you can. Here we go.
The Jays leading by 4 here in the last half of the third. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Rowdy Tellez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 4-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now, Jordan Westburg. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Cowser, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The Orioles down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Hey, 2 down.
Let her rip. Hey, see it. Drive it.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. 2 down, nobody on. Up the middle. What a play, inning over. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles nothing.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around third. One run across. Another comes in to score. Not in time. He's safe. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year. Well, these Blue Jays really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Next pitch is outside. And another ball. Up the middle, Henderson. Throws to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
No one out now. Get yours right here, huh? Drive it up there.
And he deals. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Way out front for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. One down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Digging in, Kobe Mayo. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Mayo goes 6 feet 5 inches, 25 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. The Orioles still looking for their first hit in this one.
One down.
Just off the outside edge. Now 1-2.
It's a good take.
To third. Fires over to Guerrero. And there's 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Varsho swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
Hey, two.
And a big swing and a miss.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Caught him looking for the K. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. So 2 down. Chris Moss next up for the Blue Jays.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Here you go now. Come on now. One time. Let's go, big fella. One pitch. Here we go. Let's go.
That's a laser base hit. Here comes Biggio around third. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they tag him out. 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors and no one left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. Jays 9 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning and into the box for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. Moss back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And here it comes. That one 95 to finish him off.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
The second baseman, Connor Norby.
Here's the second baseman, Connor Norby. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Let's go. Go get this guy right after him.
And a foul ball. The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
Let her rip. Let her rip.
One down, base is empty. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Rowdy Tellez. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
2 outs. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, and they're down 9-0. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the 7th. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jordan Westburg.
Get him out of there. Hey, let her fly, let her fly.
The right-hander back to work.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Hey, nobody out now. All right, one time right here. Hey, have a good rip up there, huh? Let her rip right here. See it driving. Let's go. Right here.
The pitch. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Colton Cowser getting ready to hit. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And it's fouled away.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Swing and a ball popped up. Biggio drifts towards it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
2 outs, base is empty. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Fastball for a strike.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
Looks like he wants the signs again.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the set.
Fires over to Guerrero. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. Jays 9 and the Orioles nothing. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. And the pitch.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Strike 2.
Easy game of catch now. You got this.
Let it fly right here. Go now, come on now, one time.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Now here's the Orioles DH, Kobe Mayo. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now.
Drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
Now a step off the rubber to reset.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. The punch out there, 2 down. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Hey, get your pitch. See through. Lay ahead right here. Hey, let her rip right here.
Hey, 2 down here.
And there's the strike.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Leave it right here. One time, kid.
This one popped up. Gets under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. So now 24 have been set down in order. 3 left to go for perfection. Jays 9 and the Orioles nothing. Now it's the DH, Chris Moss. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. Swing and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Runner takes off. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
Gotta hold it right here. Let's go. Get your pitch, huh?
Check on the runner. Moss back in on a dive.
Hey, nobody out now.
Man at second. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses. Throw, and they got him.
That's just a poor decision right there, and I'm sure somebody's going to talk to him when he gets back into the dugout. You have to understand who's at the plate and who's coming up. These are guys that can drive the ball in the gap, hit the ball over the fence.
Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the ninth, and into the box for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the ninth inning, working on a perfect game. There's the strike.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Norton at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there.
Hey, we got one here.
Hey, you get a good one up there, huh?
Now he steps off to reset. Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So they're down to their final out. And now, Rowdy Tellez. And this is it. One out away from perfection. And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Hey, let's go now. One time.
And he'll step off and take the signs again. Moss is just one strike away. Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 10 runs on 16 hits. No errors. They left 12 runners on base. For the Orioles, no runs on no hits, no errors, and they left.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Next is the designated hitter, Chris Moss. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal your bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
And that keeps his hitting streak going. He's making this look way easier than it is, Boog. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like he is, I don't really know what to say anymore.
At this point, it honestly feels like it's never going to end. Absolutely. Base is full, two gone. Here's Byron Buxton.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
On the ground to third. Throw over to Tellez. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they strand three and leave them loaded. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for three. The relay, he's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
And in scoring position with two away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Little chopper rolls foul.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Orioles up by a run here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. And now, Chris Moss.
Let's go, kid. One time right here. Hey, no outs now.
Bradish back to work. Hammered. And this one could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. Save. And the go-ahead runs at third. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 2.
No outs here.
Swung on, belted. Cowser raging back towards the wall. Hauls it in on the warning track. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, it's a nice job right there. It's always great when you can get on the scoreboard first.
We go to the 8th, and now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Chris Moss. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
That one is absolutely belted. Hits the fence. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And fouled off. Runner takes off for third. Cut on and miss. Throw to third. Save.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's already homered here in this one.
Hey, here we go.
That one finds the zone. Going one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And the right-hander deals. And that's downstairs and outside. That one missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
With the go-ahead run at third, and we're at the top of the 8th. And another ball. Byron Buxton waiting to hit for Toronto. Kicks and deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. On the ground to short. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that's an out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So up next, Byron Buxton. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Come on now.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me. Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
2 outs. High fly ball, right field. He's under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job at getting out of the jam.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's the DH, Chris Moss. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
And that one is lifted in the air. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run scores from second. It's 4-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. They turn things over to the southpaw, Kyle Nelson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. He's trying for third. And there's a foul ball.
One down. One down.
Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
And next for Toronto, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Hey, your pitch. See it.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Bryce Wilson, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Wells getting cranked up as well. 2 outs and a runner at third here in extra innings. Gets under it and pops it up. Henderson on his way over. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles 3.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here. And you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 10 runners on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 19 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.